Over the past few weeks, I have extensively been testing out the 5 top VPNs on the market. Surfshark, NordVPN, ExpressVPN, Cyberghost, and Proton VPN to find out which of these VPNs is actually the best in 2024. This video is split up into 5 different metrics in which I will be comparing all of these different VPNs, and these metrics are price, security and privacy, speed, streaming capabilities, and server locations. First of all, let's start out with the price. Now, I will leave links in the description of this video to all of these VPNs because using those links is going to give you a massive discount on the price that you pay for your VPN. Because of this, we will be taking into account the price with this added discount bonus because this is the price that you will actually be paying for your VPN. On top of this, when comparing these VPN providers, I'm going to stick in the middle, going with the 1-year plan, mainly because there isn't really a difference between the 1 and 2-year plans. It's definitely there, but it's not major. But then if you go down to the monthly plan, there is a massive difference between the price. So with this yearly plan and including the discount, Surfshark tops the list as the cheapest VPN provider, coming in at $41.88 for the year, which averages out to $3.49 per month. The second cheapest VPN on the list is NordVPN, coming in at $68.85 for the year, averaging out to $4.59 per month. Then we have Proton VPN slightly below that at $59.88 for the year, or $4.99 per month. And then the most expensive is ExpressVPN at $99.95 for the year, coming out to $6.67 per month. The only one not included on this list is Cyberghost because they have a very weird pricing structure. So Cyberghost only offers a 1, 6, and 28-month plan. So here is a list of the entire pricing structure with Cyberghost off to the side, as they just offer a very weird pricing structure, and I'm not really sure I like this. Next, we need to take a look at the privacy and security that comes with each of these VPN platforms. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions that is out there on the internet and is often even marketed by these VPN companies is that if you connect to a public server in like McDonald's or somewhere like that, then hackers can come in and they can read all of the data that you send over the internet. That is not true, and having a VPN does not protect you from that in any way. Essentially, your passwords are already safe, and the entire thing of hackers being able to read your data through a public Wi-Fi, that's not true anymore, and hasn't really been since 2016. The reason for this is when the HTTPS protocol was standardized, and you see that little padlock icon at the top of your web browser or down here in the search bar of your phone. That essentially means that everything sent to and from that website is encrypted and can't be read by any third parties. Really, you don't even have to think twice about this. Like, most websites are automatically going to have this. And if they don't, then you will get this message right here that says, hey, this website isn't secured. You probably don't want to go to this website. So any of this marketing that you see that promises to protect your passwords on public internet, it's not true anymore, hasn't been for the past few years. So if you are buying a VPN specifically for this reason, you probably don't even need one. But if one of the biggest marketing tactics of these VPN companies actually doesn't really matter anymore, what are we even looking for when it comes to privacy and security? Firstly, from a privacy standpoint, the most important thing that you need to look for is, does this VPN provider track logs? This is super important because the main reason of using a VPN is going to be protecting yourself, hiding your privacy from big tech or big government or anybody else who wants to see what you've been doing online. If the VPN provider that you go with tracks logs, then essentially the government or whoever is looking for your information can go to that VPN provider and just say, hey, give me the information on this guy, and they pretty much have to do that. Now, all of the VPN providers on this list claim to have strict no logs policy, meaning that they keep no logs of the data or websites that you visit. However, a big concern that a lot of people who use VPNs specifically for privacy have is the 14 Eyes Alliance. 14 Eyes is an intelligence sharing agreement between all of the countries that you see on screen right now. And although your data is probably safe with a VPN provider located in one of these countries, a lot of people like to avoid that for this reason. From this list, Surfshark is the only VPN provider that's jurisdiction is in a 14 Eyes country, and that country is the Netherlands. All of the other VPN providers on this list are not part of the 14 Eyes agreement, with Nord being located in Panama, Proton in Switzerland, ExpressVPN in the British Virgin Islands, which is pretty strange. Like, technically it's part of the UK, but it's its own country, so it's not part of the 14 Eyes agreement. And then finally, we have Cyberghost in Romania. Now, if protecting yourself from big government and big tech and online privacy is your main major concern, then I would highly recommend NordVPN, as they are the only VPN on this list located in a country where it is actually illegal to keep these logs at all. Going a little bit further into privacy, all of these VPNs are fully encrypted, and all of them have kill switches, which means if the VPN kind of disconnects for a second, it will shut your Wi-Fi off so that your IP doesn't get leaked. So with privacy and security out of the way, let's now take a look at the speeds that you are going to get with each of these VPN providers. Inevitably, using a VPN is going to slow down your internet speed as you are routing your traffic through a completely different server, but the speed in which it decreases your baseline internet is going to vary from VPN provider to VPN provider. So this is going to be completely different for everybody depending on your baseline internet speed. Mine personally is pretty fast, with a basic no active VPN speed of around 900 download and 100 upload. And when testing with each VPN on, these are the results that I got. So Surfshark tops the list with a speed of 637 megabytes per second. Nord comes in second at 601 megabytes per second. Then Proton at 579, Express at 576. And then at the bottom, pretty significantly here at the bottom, is Cyberghost with 496 megabytes per second. So if you already have fast internet, then even using something like Cyberghost is not going to make a huge difference. You will still be able to have very fast internet. But if you are starting off with a baseline of 50 to 60 megabytes per second, then using any of these bottom three, I would really say to avoid. So now we know the speeds, but what are the streaming capabilities of these VPNs like? I know that is what a lot of people are going to be using a VPN for. Let's say, like me, you are in the UK, but you want to access a region-specific Netflix show. How do all of these VPNs fare in that regard? Now, full disclaimer, I didn't go absolutely crazy with testing out each individual country simply because I didn't have time, but I did check the main streaming providers like Netflix and Disney Plus in the main countries like the UK, the US, and Japan. From this, all of these VPNs worked absolutely awesome. I had no trouble whatsoever accessing Netflix and Disney Plus and accessing the location locked content in those platforms. On top of this, they all worked extremely quickly with no buffering whatsoever. Even with Cyberghost at the bottom right here, still didn't buffer, but I guess this is to be expected. It's like 469 megabytes per second. That's still a pretty fast internet speed. And then for the final section of this video, we need to take a look at the server locations that each of these VPN providers offer. Server locations are not going to be super important for most people, as you will only be connecting to 1 or 2 countries. However, for people with more specific needs, needing to access different countries and different servers within those countries, here is a list of each VPN provider with the amount of servers that they have and the countries that they have service in. Cyberghost tops the list for the most servers with over 13,000 servers, and then Nord tops the list for the amount of countries that they have servers in, with 111 different countries. So my final thoughts on this is, realistically, from these 5 VPNs that I tested out, there are only 2 that I would recommend, and these are Surfshark and NordVPN. Surfshark came out on top as both the cheapest and the fastest VPN. However, we do need to take into account that they are located in the Netherlands, so they are in a country that is a part of the 14 Eyes Alliance. Once again, like for most people, this isn't going to be a huge issue. Your data is going to be safe, but for the more privacy concerned among us, then I would personally recommend Nord, as they are still very cheap coming in at second, they are still very fast coming in at second, so that is my comparison of the top 5 VPN providers. Once again, if you do want to sign up to any of these VPN providers, you can do so using the links down in the description. There are affiliate links, so I will receive a small commission at no extra cost to you, and you do get the best discount possible. Either way, if you did find this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button, and until next time, take it easy.